I'd like to thank Mike and Ted and Sean and Nancy, and in particular Kathleen. You know, when we were going through this entire process of drafting and passing 194, we're trying to pass laws that encourage voting. And, you know, just listening to Kathleen's comments, we asked ourselves why people don't vote. And I think that's a pretty good indication as to why. People are frustrated. People are tired of listening to us politicians. You poor members of the media who are here today that have to listen to us, if you can get out from the forest, because all of us are in this forest down here in Columbus, gives you a better appreciation as to why people are fed up. You know what? There's a referendum process in the state of Ohio for a purpose. And I used to make fun of California because they had all these referendums. And now we're the new California. Because if you're not willing to work with the other side of the aisle, you're not willing to work together, you have what we have, a mess. A mess in, be it redistricting, be it voting elections laws in 194. Look, John Husted had it right the first time, and he said he wasn't going to cut it off, and his intentions were pure. And then a little later, Secretary Husted came up with a different response. Ladies and gentlemen, John Husted's first response was the correct response. I don't know who changed Secretary Husted's mind, but John Husted is better. He is a much better public official in the decision that he's rendered. He knows and respects this institution. He was the Speaker of the House. And by implementing a law that was carved out of 224 and dumped into 224 to thwart the intent of the people is wrong. And John knows that. John knows that's wrong. We're going backwards in this state. We are going backwards. And it takes maybe an old-timer like me, who's been around these halls for over 23 years, to say we would not pass that kind of law, that kind of bad legislation back in 1988 when we didn't have any computers. It's bad. Read it. I know it. We get mixed up in all the we're in the forest. But let me tell you something, the people at home are getting tired of this crap. They're getting tired of it. And if you want to know why they're not voting, they've had it with all of us. And all we're saying to Secretary Husted is, come on. Your job is to make voting accessible, not to select who you want to see vote. That's not our job. And I'll let all the questions go to Kathleen.